what happens when we turn a real city into an interactive experience? And this is where accurate capture actually meets creative interpretation. Ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome to the stage from the Skender City, Havkin. Adam.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Adam from Skender City, Tel Aviv. Before we start, quick question. Who can read this? Just raise your hand if you can. This is written in Aravrit. It's a font that blends Arabic and Hebrew together in a way that everyone can read it in their own language, but without cancel the other. And this word means Jaffa. And today I will speak about blending Gaussian Splats from the old city of Jaffa and vibe coding to create a game. And this project actually started here in the last 3Dice event, where I also got to speak. And I really like this conference. It's small in a good way, community. You can meet all your friends and approach anyone. But you know, the most interesting conversations, they don't happen here on stage, but between sessions, in the more informal meetings. And one of these conversations was with Christoph Schindler. We were in the smoking area, having beers and wine, and he showed me this platform he's been using called Arrival Space. And you know, back then, a year ago, there weren't that much options to view or share splats online. And what I really liked about this platform is that you don't move or orbit a 3D model. You have an avatar, and you walk with it like a game. And unlike other viewers who added support for splats, Arrival was built for them. I was mainly using my Sony camera to capture and Lichtfeld Studio to process. It's an open source tool. This is the older interface. Now it's much easier to install. You don't need any computer science background or go deep down to the GitHub maze. And it's very, very good for both high, rich, detailed environments, like this garage, where it reconstructs all the smallest details, but also for more basic scenes, like this room, where you have smooth, featureless surfaces. Yeah. And I also got the mirror in the back. So with Gaussian Splats, you can capture very difficult environments and render them in a very realistic way. Like museums with all the white walls and ceilings, the glasses and all the items and lights, and you can really get almost as good as your input image. Also, in terms of file size and optimizations, these 3 rooms, I managed to squeeze down to a 12 megabyte file size. And for another 10 megabyte, I could add a few more items that scanned separately and have a really optimized, smooth online experience. I was also into optimizing the capturing and build these different setups for different situations in the field. But with one Sony or even 2, it wasn't efficient enough. So I needed a few more cameras or something else. And then I saw this post by Christoph, where he showed this amazing scan of a skate park using his new portal cam. And I immediately knew I wanted 2 things. I have to get this portal thing, and to find a skate park. So I reached out to Mindy from Xgrids, quite a lot according to LinkedIn, and I may have developed a slight FOMO for this device, but eventually the DHL guy came and I got my Xgrids. The first scan I did was later that day, very late at 2 a.m. in the morning, after a night out at a local club, and then I took it anywhere to try it, to test it, to learn it, until I felt ready. And I went to waited for a cloudy day and went to the skate park. So for me, the Portal Cam really was a great add-on to my toolkit. I mean, it's small size, I can take it anywhere, and you walk with it. So you can now capture in minutes things that would take hours or even days. And the quality was really good for both indoor scenes, but also for outdoor. All these video clips are from the first, I think, week or two with the Portal Cam and CapCut. Yeah. And one day, One day I got a call from a very good friend, his name is Barak, and he told me he's filming in this old building in Jaffa and I should come. 15-20 minutes later I was there with the Portal Cam, and it was a very old, abandoned, locked space, everything that I like, so we scanned it. And there I also met with Avi, who basically has the keys to Jaffa, and he took us to another space in this building, which is a locked archaeological museum. So we scanned it as well. And a few days later, I came back. I thought it would be nice to add an external scan to connect the two spaces together. I also got these stickers that I can place and use as a map fuse point for the scanning. And I did the external scan. And then it happened, and I started over-scanning everything, and I added a few more. So each polygon you see is a different scan, and this was really my place to stress test the Portal Cam, to see how big or small the polygon should be to avoid alignment issues, how fast or slow or weird I should walk with it to get better results. And one way to view this progress is by comparing identical items that you see in different captures, like these defibrillators that are scattered across the city. Most of the scans were done at cloudy days, so I get nice, flat, even colors across the scans, even if done at different days or hours. The entire area, it sits on a hill with a lot of alleys, so it's all like 3D. And I even got between the buildings in all the smallest, tiniest, narrow spaces. And in the end, I decided not to merge everything into one giant model. And instead, I used these gates, like portals, that you can place and connect different spaces together. You can set an exit point and an entrance point and spawn the player anywhere you want. This gate is Jaffa 5.8, which means it goes from Jaffa 5 to Jaffa 8. And this way I could keep track on all the different gates across the game. And then something happened that really changed everything, and that is when Arrival added vibe coding to their platform. Which means that now instead of a static, passive gate, You can have an interactive one, where you need to have a gold coin to open the door for the gallery, or to win a tic-tac-toe game to enter the museum. So here I used the scan architecture with this 3x3 grid as a board for the game. The problem with this game is that it will always end in a draw if you don't make any mistakes. So I had to adjust the AI to be just less smart, to not always pick the best move. And there are plenty of items that you need to find, and you can even pick them up, like this old key that you need to go into another space. Some items are hidden, embedded inside the scans, like the defibrillators, which will give you a heart. Or using 3GS magic of view dependency, you need to find the invisible cat, which you can only see from a single direction, where it was scanned. This is the first space, and whenever I go there, past there, I see people trying to look in, and now they can walk in and explore everything in 3D. This place is also full with bats, so I added them in the game. There is a tour guide that can take you to different locations, and it has a whole navigation system similar to drone with waypoints that you can manipulate. And the thing is that anything you do in one space can be copied, modified to another space or another project. So this is really like a big sandbox for me, experimental, to use different things from scanning and processing to creating custom features using AI vibe coding or other tools like other AI tools to create sound effects, 3D assets, or images. It's so small, the pointer. Anyway, the minimap, for example, is a historic minimap with all the icons, was created using Luma AI from a satellite reference image. So I could actually match it more or less to the scan, and you can navigate with it. But this is not only a technological experiment, this is also a social one. Because this is an online multiplayer. So let's play. So this is the opening level that you see. You have all these items that you can pick. I know where they are, so I will go there. So you see I got a fish and an orange. And wait, there are people already here. So, who is this? Okay, this is Michael, obviously. No sound?
Judy is against my religion.
It's very low, the sound, maybe. Okay, people are joining in. Let's hold another one. Try another one.
Judy is against my religion.
Okay, now it works. And you can create anything you want with this vibe coding. Any feature that you think you want, you can do. See, people are already joining, but we'll do one more.
So what I want you to do right now is scan the QR code behind me.
And if you scan this QR code, we should see you entering the game. And let's see another interactive. To enter, you need the gold coin. So you need to play a really quick heads or trail. You can pick what you want. And you can play it for a while. Maybe I need to adjust it to be a bit easier. Okay, I got the gold coin. And you can do whatever you want with it. It's okay, it's getting crazy. And the idea is that you can walk in Jaffa for about 2 hours, not to repeat your, yeah, it has a delay. This is becoming walk. Anyway, you can travel, explore Jaffa, and walk around for like 2 hours, not repeating the same area, enter in and out of buildings. And there are a lot of interests in terms of tourism, in terms of local businesses that, you know, if they see maybe there are a lot of players, a lot of views, they would want to add their business to the scan. That's it.
Thank you so much, Adam. Thank you. So let's take a look at the questions from the audience. And I recognize that voice.
Yeah. I just told the AI I'm preparing for the 3 Dice event, and he made it.
Awesome, good stuff. So let's take a look at the questions. So the first one, Adam, you showed us a comparison of 2 defibrillators. What exactly should we see in that kind of a comparison?
Okay, let's look at this. So what you see is
can we get the presentation back up? Yeah.
Okay, so what you see is just the same item in different areas, in different scan. One was Jaffa 3 and one is Jaffa 6. So it's just how I walk different. It's the same scanner, same parameter, same computer, but only different walking. And you can still get significant improvement just by walking and holding it differently. I can tell you that the weirder you go with it, the better result you get. Like, you need to really do like weird stuff with it, and it really helps the algorithm.
Thank you. Let's go back to the questions, please. So, Adam, you showed us that you scanned certain locations of the city. So do you plan to do similar projects in the future, or potentially adding new location to the existing project?
I always add. I mean, on Saturday I added a scan, it's still not there. So I keep adding them. I'm waiting also for some renovation to end in another museum so I can add it. So yeah, this is the idea. It's a live game, so every time you will enter it, it will probably look a bit different and will have more spaces and things to do.
Got it. The last question, are there any plans to add AI to the game that would interact with the scanning system and dynamically change the weather, seasons, and similar conditions?
So I guess you could, at some point, connect it to some live feedback from the city, to maybe time of the day, to a season, to other inputs. I don't see any problem with this, yes.
Okay, perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Havkin.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you.